So I got recommended an Inside Edition clip the other day about a new Ellen DeGeneres stand-up special on Netflix. Show of hands, how many of you even fucking knew this existed? I sure as hell didn't know this existed because I don't follow Ellen because 1, I never found her particularly funny, 2, I never liked her talk show, and 3, we all know by this point that she's a piece of shit. Supposedly this is her final stand-up special, but we'll see about that. Look at all the legacy bands that have had like 50 million farewell tours. Some years ago, her talk show got exposed for facilitating a toxic work environment, rife with belittling remarks toward staff, sexual misconduct from producers and higher-ups. All the while, the face of the show was always preaching, be kind to one another. Her show got canned in 2022, and honestly, I thought the show was still going. Again, I don't keep up with Ellen at all. And now she's back with this new stand-up special. Did I watch it? No. Forgive me for not wanting to endure like an hour plus of Ellen fucking DeGeneres. But I've seen some clips and read some quotes from the special, and it's about what you'd expect from a disgraced comedian trying to get back into the limelight. I was kicked out of show business. Isn't that so crazy? Let me lament about that on my Netflix stand-up special. I'm so tired of these multi-millionaire comedians whining and crying that they don't have the good graces of the public anymore because of their own shitty words and actions. It's like when Dave Chappelle first started getting blowback for his transphobia, then he had that Netflix special where so many of the jokes were just, aren't trans people so disgusting? And no punchline beyond that. And Ellen laments in her stand-up special that people don't like her anymore because she's mean. No, you fostered a work environment where lower tier staff constantly felt intimidation by those higher up in the staff. They were demeaned, they were treated inappropriately. I know, the staff for an average television show can comprise of either hundreds of people or even thousands of people. So you can't expect her to know about every single negative experience that a staff member who she likely has never come into contact with has gone through. But at the end of the day, it was her show that she was the face of. Part of the initial expose against her show was that she wanted fuck all to do with her staff. She didn't want them talking to her. She's your typical douchebag celebrity in the sense that she has an inflated ego and likely thought, why should I have to deal with and interact with these grunts? And without those grunts, quote unquote, you wouldn't even have a fucking show, Ellen. But anyway, I'm the star. I have a spotlight to be in the center of, so if my talk show has a toxic work environment behind the scenes, whatever. I'm above having to tend to the needs of and acknowledging the common folk. And it goes to show how seriously she took these accusations against her show when she reduces them down to, I was just an immature boss who didn't know what I was doing, tee-hee. I didn't go to business school. I went to Charlie's Chuckle Hut. Ha ha ha. Here's another quote. I don't think Ronald McDonald's the CEO of McDonald's. Knee slapper. 1, Ronald McDonald is a fucking fictional character. 2, I'm fairly certain whoever the fuck plays him in the commercials is nothing more than an actor dressing up as the mascot for McDonald's and doesn't have any more involvement with McDonald's as a corporation beyond that. But why are you even picking this apart to begin with? This is a comedy show, not a serious statement meant to address the allegations against her talk show that has already been off the air for 2 years. My problem doesn't lie with the simple fact that this is a comedy show. My problem lies with this being tone deaf as fuck. These were real people who had horrible experiences working on your show, and now you, the multimillionaire celebrity who was the face of that show, are now twisting, distorting, and obfuscating those experiences to make yourself look like the fucking victim of the situation. All for the sake of a cheap laugh out of the audience. And what the fuck even are the jokes beyond just, I'm a shitty boss who had staff that hated working for me? Who is even the target demographic for these jokes? Because I'm sure there are millions of people in this country who hate their fucking job, hate their boss, and you're on stage pretty much going like, yeah, you know that shitty boss you have to work for? I'm just like them. This is just another example of a celebrity who can't grasp that the public doesn't like them anymore. They are so used to being in the limelight and receiving non-stop adoration from the public, and the moment that dries up, they don't know what the fuck to do. They are so detached from normal people that they think the way to win back positive public perception is to keep being the center of attention because that's all they know what the fuck to do. They figure, well, people have known me for doing this specific thing for years at this point, whether they're an actor, musician, comedian, etc. If I just keep doing that, the public will surely love me again, right? No, you really need to be clued in. This is what happens as a consequence of always viewing the world as your audience. If you fuck up and have serious and credible allegations hurled at you, and as a result, public perception turns against you, people naturally don't want to hear you anymore, and you're distraught by that because you're so used to the adoring public and the spotlight. And you figure, well, if I tell some jokes about what people are mad at me over, that should make people like me again, right? No, instead you come across as exactly what you are. A rich, out-of-touch celebrity who can't relate one iota to normal people. And yet you're the one we're supposed to feel sorry for. Oh, poor baby. You got thrown out of show business. I'm sure it was so hard reminiscing about that during your Netflix stand-up special. But should I have expected any better from a woman who tried to cleanse a president as monstrous as George W. Bush? Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.